Hi guys, Natural Lighting Brand here today, and today we have another commentary video. Today it's going to be a relatively simple one because it's an idea I had while we were talking on stream the other day. We were talking about the way that old Moris used to be and the way that new Moris are kind of like quote-unquote getting nerfed again, but I think that like Moris were made fair, and obviously that led to the conversation of like keys. You know, their nerf kind of made them absolutely obsolete. Their nerf kind of made them almost entirely useless. The other day, I think what brought this up was I was playing a match where a dude literally ran straight to hatch, and because of the unlocking animation and he was injured, I was able to even down him before he could finish his unlocking animation and prevent him from even keying out. So even the one thing it's meant to do still left in the game is still really hard to pull off, because if you get spotted unlocking the hatch, I just hatch at you from far away or use my power to down you, and then I just pick you up and throw you on the hook. So old keys, if you didn't know, hatch used to spawn before the match was even close to ending. So essentially what you could do is you could get down to a low amount of gens, take your key, run over to Shack with a bunch of your friends, unlock hatch, and have all three people escape for free. So you could essentially just like win the game, not only for you but for your whole team, essentially just for free. Like it was quite literally almost a get out of jail free card, which was abominable. That was terrible. It was essentially cheating. It was like in-game cheating. It was an in-game shortcut to winning the game, which was awful and terrible. So like it needed to change, and everybody knew it needed to change. It was unfair and it ruined so many games, and I cannot tell you how much happier I am in my matches now that when a survivor team 3 gens or does something silly, that there's consequences for that, instead of just, well, time to search for a key and get out. But you know, as a result, keys, because keys don't work that way anymore, they kind of have very little function, period. But I thought of a nice little buff that I think you could apply to them that could actually make them a little bit more useful and give them more of a niche use that might, and this is in addition, I will clarify before we even begin talking about this, is in addition to what it already does. We're not taking away the old stuff that it does, the stuff it currently does. We are just going to be adding this in addition to what keys already do. So I was thinking, what literally is a key? A key is an object that is used to unlock things. And obviously currently right now, it is used to unlock the hatch. But I was thinking, wait a minute. What other things in DBD could we unlock? And I was like, bam, you could make chests tied intrinsically to keys. You can give it an extra speed effect for like opening the chest faster. You can get a free pharmacy boost, stack it with pharmacy, make it even faster. Basically, you literally crouch down while opening a chest and do a little key unlocking animation. You're already doing it. You're already doing this little key unlocking animation when you sit down to open a chest. So why not have keys actually speed up that process of opening a chest and potentially even increase the quality of the objects that you get? I know this kind of conflicts with Ace in the Hole, but overall I feel like keys just need something else, because the thing they do is so incredibly niche. And even that one, like the example I said at the beginning of the video, they're so incredibly niche that even in the situations where you can actually use it, you have a chance to be stopped now, which kind of makes them, it went from them being like obnoxiously OP to them being like literally useless, literally borderline useless. So if you could just give them this tiny buff of, hey, if you go up to a chest, it opens quicker, and you have a better chance to get a good item because you used a key. You didn't just like force it open. A lot of old RPGs actually use this same methodology. Is if you are using your strength skill to like bash open a door or bash open a chest, the things you find inside are going to be worse because you brute forced it. However, if you're delicate and you use like keys or pick locks in RPG games, usually you preserve more loot, and the loot you get is better because you didn't brute force the thing, because those things are being, are perceived as harder to do. So you actually get better loot if you actually, pick lock or use keys to go into chests and that sort of thing. So we can just kind of like lift that idea, lift that methodology from other video games, and put that right into Dead by Daylight. Have chests open faster, have a better chance for a better item if you used a key on it, because the idea is like, survivors just kind of walk up and just kind of like, they unlock it somehow, right? Like that's the new animation, is they unlock it somehow. But maybe they're just like brute forcing into it, and that's why it takes them so long. Maybe they are just pick locking. But if you have the key, if you have a key, You just open it up and you don't quote unquote damage or roughhouse any of the objects inside. So it kind of justifies getting better items. So that, and you could, and this is cool because like this could like synergize really well with a lot of the chest searching perks. Like if you bring Hattie's perk, Hattie's new perk that guarantees the flashlight, maybe you can get a better flashlight. Maybe it'll override like pharmacy. If you go in to get a green, you get a purple instead. Like maybe that it like stacks. It stacks with the already existing chest perks that exist in the game, because by and large, chest gremlin builds are pretty much useless. They're kind of just for fun. They're kind of just goofy in there for hilarity. They're not very good or nice, but they're just a fun way to play the game. So I don't feel like having something else in the game, that being the keys under this proposed buff, like also help with the chest gremlin playstyle. I don't feel like that'll actually like cause too many issues. I don't feel like it'll tip the balance or anything like that. I feel like this is a fine buff to just add to keys. So yeah, do you like my idea on how to buff keys, or do you have another idea that you think is better on how to make keys more useful? Let me know down in the comments below. But other than that, I think that's it for this one today, friends. Thank you for hanging out, and if I don't see you tomorrow, I will see you when I see you, buds. Bye-bye.